Hey everybody.
Hey,
That's Jen.
and that's Cathy.
We're from SUP Fitness. We're located right outside of Shepherd's Old Field Market behind Leonardtown Firehouse, just off of Leonardtown Square. And we're here today to give you a cooking demo.
Yes, so we're gonna make a substitution for mashed potatoes. Not that mashed potatoes are bad for you, because they're not, but some people are keto friendly, some people don't wanna eat carbohydrates. So this is just another option. So we're gonna replace the potatoes with cauliflower. Before I do that, I'm gonna melt my butter a little bit. Actually, it is melted, so I'm gonna keep it there. So I already took a whole head of cauliflower. I boiled it for about 15-20 minutes till it got fork tender, drained it. We're gonna throw this in the food processor. And then I'm gonna throw a little bit of non-dairy butter in there because we're making this vegan also. I'm gonna throw about, I don't know, maybe about a quarter of a cup, a little less, of this non-dairy milk in. And remember, if you're not non-dairy, use regular milk, that's fine. I'll throw a little bit of salt in.
That's a cool container.
Yeah, isn't it cool?
Yeah.
And then I have my pepper in here. You know, you gotta look good when you're cooking.
Yeah, for real.
And then what I also did was I made some roasted garlic. I put a whole head of garlic in this aluminum foil and put some oil in it and roasted it right in the skins. And then cooked it for an hour on high heat. And then look, you just squirt out the garlic. So you don't have to put this garlic in if you don't want, but I love roasted garlic. It just is kind of extra flavor and it's nice and rich.
Baby.
And again, if you don't like garlic,
Does it
then
make
don't
it
eat
creamy?
It
Putting
does
that
make it a little
into
creamier.
help
Because
it
see
creamy?
how creamy it is when it comes out?
Oh yeah.
It's like melted.
Yeah.
So, and you can use as much or as little as you want. I'm just gonna put in like 3 or 4 cloves. If I had more time, I'd probably put in more, but I don't feel like doing all of those. So the last thing I'm gonna do is just heat up this butter a little bit, because we're gonna top it with some brown butter sage leaves. So I'm gonna throw these in the butter, just kind of brown them up a little bit. And you don't have to do this either, but it just makes it kind of fancy. So while that is going, we're gonna mix this up. So in my food processor, I'm going to shut this, and it's gonna be loud, so get your dogs, get your animals, and we'll just zhuzh it up. So if you need more liquid, you can add it in. You can use vegetable broth, you can use milk, whatever you want. I'm gonna put just a touch in. Make it nice and creamy. Oh yeah, baby. I don't know, maybe a minute or so.
Yeah, it's good.
So, I'm gonna stop it there. Looks pretty creamy to me. Now you can also, if you want it creamier, you can put in sour cream. You can do non-dairy or you can do regular if you want. I don't think it's necessary. It's up to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this into a bowl. Careful with the blade. Just gonna throw it all in here. This is probably enough for probably 3 people. This was a small head though. I mean, probably if I was truly making this for, you know, an actual dinner, I would use a couple of heads because people really do like to eat their quote-unquote mashed potatoes. And it's okay. I made a little bit of a mess.
That's
So,
delicious looking.
I'm just gonna let this cook a little bit more. You kind of want the butter to brown a little bit. Give it a couple of minutes. And then just, like I said, you throw the herbs in and it gets all nice and yummy. And it just looks pretty on top. So, you hear it sizzling. And then of course you want to take a little taste. So I'll put some in a dish for Cathy and for me. Of course you can adjust the salt and pepper. And we'll put a little bit of that brown butter on the top. Let me just see how this looks.
I can smell it.
Can you smell
Smells
that?
delicious, yeah.
It smells really good. And sage is just a great herb to use around the holidays. So I'm gonna turn that off. And I'm just gonna use the same spoon, no big deal. Just so you can see. I don't know if you can see that. Nice and bubbly. So again, it's non-dairy. I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of the butter on. Nice and rich. You don't have to do this if you don't want. I'm gonna put a little piece of that sage on top. I probably would brown this a little bit longer, but it's okay for right now. And put a little piece of that on.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Again, I would probably make that a little bit longer. So
Can
here's
you
a little
see it?
spoon.
So pretty. Oh, it smells delicious. Too bad we don't have smell-o-vision like we're
I know, right? So we'll take a little taste. I'm actually gonna eat that whole piece of sage. I don't really
I
care.
am too, because I like sage.
Hopefully it's good. It might be too much.
I think it's gonna be delicious.
You smell it? It smells good?
It smells great.
Cheers. Let's see how this is.
Cheers.
Mmm.
Oh my gosh, I think that's great.
That's really, really good. Super simple, right? Really
Very
creamy, really light, and super healthy. And what's great about this dish is this one is plant-based. So if you don't eat animal products, this is perfect.
And I'm a mashed potato lover, by the way. Everybody knows at the holidays, give me the bowl last or I'll eat it all. This is fabulous. Give it a try at home.